Hello, and welcome to Simply Exploring and Adventuring with Lewis. Today, we are coming to you not from what it says there, but it's in that direction, but we're heading this way. And I am following up on a venture that The Wandering Woodsman just posted, I think yesterday or the day before. And I'm on the quest to go to the same place where he put his sticker. And we're heading toward Rannels-Kettle Run, which is also here on the Horseshoe Trail. So we'll be following the Horseshoe Trail up to Rannels-Kettle Run and to find that sticker that he hid in that area. So I've been here before, but I came in from the other part, the Horseshoe Trail parking lot. I'm parked over there by this little side road here off Pumping Station Road, and I will be going beside private property, but this is a trail, so we shouldn't be getting into any problems or any trouble, because the Horseshoe Trail continues on down, and it's a pretty good incline here. So it's been a while. It's been a couple of weeks, maybe, since I last went out on the what's it called, the Allen Q trail, train line, sorry. It's a little mucky here because of all the snow melt, and again, I'm also a little bit out of practice, but I decided to take this on this morning. And sorry for my breathing. It is March 10th, 2021. And he did this about a month ago. So I'm not sure if I'm going to find anything there. But he just posted it a day or two ago. Well, apparently he said it was February 8th or something like that. There's still ice on the trail here. I have to still be careful. Decided to wear my hiking shoes. I don't know if I should have. There is a slightly easier way the other way, but it's a lot longer. But at least I know that I'll be coming back down and not up. He did say it was a pretty long, steep incline, which is a good challenge. But being that I wasn't prepared for this, see how well my legs hold up. For my first hike back out, I'm stopping more frequently. Till my body starts acclimating to going up the hill here. Now, he said this was about a 2-mile hike, so I'm assuming that's both ways to the point. Yeah, I came from that direction. Hold on. I'm gonna turn up my It's in the mid-40s this morning, but it's supposed to get up to the mid-60s. Yay. And that's what's waiting me. And this is the Horseshoe Trail. I believe this one goes 144 miles from all the way down to from Harrisburg, from here to Harrisburg if you're going westbound, and then from here to Valley Forge if you're going eastbound. I believe they said it was 144 or 100 something, maybe 174, something like that. I don't recall exactly the number right now, but I know it's 140 something. So even if I don't get it and it's gone, it's still worth the hike to get through this. Like I said, I've been to Rannels-Kettle before. I came in from the other parking lot up on 322. It's the Horseshoe Trail parking lot. There is a wildlife preserve right where I'm parked next to. Can't recall the name of it right now at the moment, but when I edit the video, I will put the name on there. I think we're almost approaching the top of the hill here. Again, pardon me for the heavy breathing. It's been a month or so since I was last out doing any hiking, and this is my first hike, starting with an incline, since I did the Mardick Township hike. So it's not for the faint of heart. You're not, to use the pun, inclined to do hills right away. And we have arrived. Okay, not that bad. Okay, we have arrived to Rannels-Kettle. There's the sign. Well, the last time I did it, I came from that direction over there, from the other parking lot. But I wasn't sure about where this trail led when I did it the last time. So we stopped right here. We stopped right here and then normally you'd go down, and I don't know if he said he did a loop. I know there's a loop. You follow the blue trail and there's a loop and it comes right back onto this. So I'm not sure if he meant going that way toward that rock that I think it was where it might be at, where I've seen it. Did I stop that before? The last time I was here, about a year and a half ago was the last time I was here. So I'm just gonna follow the horseshoe for a little bit here. Now, I believe that marking right there is saying, I don't know if it's a tree number for harvesting. I don't think it's mileage wise, because I don't believe this is only 100 and something miles, 140 something miles, maybe 150 something miles. I gotta check again. But I know he said something about the sign there, but I don't know if he said continue to go on or walk down that trail, or if he meant continue go this way to the there's a rock, specific rock that I remember taking pictures at about a year and a half ago or something of that. So let's see if I can find it. Now, I will continue. But I know I noticed one he mentioned. He said that the rock had blue markings. So I don't know if this is the one he's talking about, because it looks like it was much bigger than the one that I saw before in the video. I don't think this is it. It would have looked like it was freshly disturbed. But this doesn't look like it's been disturbed at all. I don't think this is a rock. Well, let's continue on. I think I know which rock he's talking about, but I don't recall if it was down there. So what I'm going to do is continue on and follow the blue trail, like he said, and do the loop, and hopefully I'll come across it. If I'm thinking of which one is the one that it's supposed to be, it's the other split, I believe. But because I was like, when I got here, I was like, that wasn't a mile at all. I think that was maybe half mile, maybe 3/4 to the Rannels-Kettle sign. So we're gonna head back to the Rannels-Kettle sign, go down the blue trail, follow the blue trail. And I do have my all trails map thing, but I don't have it on at the moment. So I'm just gonna continue and follow the follow over here where he said. Now, I could be wrong. I know it's a pretty big rock, he said. I don't think it's over there. But it might be down here on the Blue Trail, or where this comes back up, back onto the Horseshoe again. So, I'm just going for a little adventure. I'm going back down to go back up again, to come back down. So far I haven't seen anyone here yet, but I'm sure give it some time, by this afternoon or maybe even later this morning, this place will be pretty busy again. See some of the trees with the markings have fallen, so I gotta pay attention more now. Actually, you know what? I think I'm gonna go back up. I bet you it's at the other, where the big rock is at. I'm sorry, I'm gonna kind of cut it short today. I got things going on this afternoon, so I want to make sure I get back in time, and I was hoping to go visit at least one or two other places while I'm here, but I also have to work tonight, so I got to make sure I have enough rest and energy for that tonight. Oh, wait a moment. I see a rock over here too. Well, unfortunately, folks, I've arrived a little too late, and I believe it has been claimed. Usually he'll update and post a picture, but I believe this was the location he had posted. I'll double check when I get home to the car, but I knew this was the right location, because I had been here on this part of the trail before, and so a little disappointed, because now this is the second location and sticker that I missed out on by a day or two, maybe, from the time I saw the video to the time I actually made it out. So I'm just gonna head back to the car now, and see if I can go to my other locations that I'm probably gonna check out today too, nearby here. Hopefully I can get to the one, but I may wait on that one, because it's a 3.5 mile round trip, I believe it says, as an out and back, and I'm not quite ready for that this morning, and it's going to be going uphill a lot too, so I'm not as prepared for that yet. So I will be returning to that one. And I believe the Wandering Woodsman has been there too. I'm not going to mention the name of the location just yet, until I decide to do that hike again. Because like I said, it's a 3.6 mile out and back, I believe. And though I can do it today, I really rather would wait. And do that one when I'm a little bit more physically ready for that one. Like today, I wasn't really ready for this uphill climb, so we'll see. Yeah, it's a little disappointing because he was either for number 3 or number 4 up at Nolde Forest was the last location closest to me that he's been to. This one was about as close to, so it's only about 30 minutes from me from Lancaster to here. And I'm up in Brickerville, although I think it said something else on the one sign. I'm trying to remember the name of the town. Some Poplar Grove, I think it is. I think we're closer to the Poplar Grove, the village of Poplar Grove, right west of Brickerville. If you take 322, Route 322 west, you should be able to find that because it goes right through the game lands, in which Horseshoe Trail, sorry, thinking of the curve which I've been to also. I was there last year, last summer. In the middle of the pandemic, a lot of things were shut down. Thankfully, the gift shop was still open. Part of the museum there was open, but only with limited access, shall we say, to certain exhibits that they had there. Certain exhibits were closed where people could sit down and watch a video and stuff like that about the history of the curve up there. And well, because of the ordinances at the time, and still in place, shall we say, with the social distancing, we weren't allowed to go there or to the Railroaders Museum up in Altoona, because I believe they told us if you purchase a ticket at either place, either location was basically free, so you're paying for both places at one. So since we had gone to the Horseshoe Curve, they told us if the Railroaders Memorial Museum was open, we would have had admission to that too. But unfortunately, it was closed, and I wasn't aware that there was stuff outside the actual building itself until I happened to watch another YouTuber or YouTubers, JP Videos and RJ78 Productions, had gone out there to Altoona, and they stayed a couple of days, and they loved the rail fanning, so they were up on the bridges up there that they go over the yards there, and videoing different trains coming through, the Amtrak train as well that stops at the Altoona train station there. But like I said, getting back to what I was talking before, I was a little disappointed again because The last time it was the same thing. I got there maybe from the time he posted the video to the time I finally got up to the location, it was gone. But again, this is this cool outcropping. Last time I was here, my daughter and I sat right up, right there. Each of us, you know, we sat right next to each other, and then I jumped off, and then she wanted to jump off, but she got a little scared, so she just basically turned, went feet first, and then just held on and dropped to the ground. And it was interesting because when she fell, she lost her balance and her head nearly hit a rock similar to this that was on the path as she fell backwards. And thankfully, she missed it by a couple of inches. Otherwise, there could have been a possibility I would have been heading to Ephrata Hospital, not too far away from here, but still, you know, not how I want to ended that trip. But thankfully, like I said, thank the Lord that He protected her, and then she missed the rock that was on the side of the trail there by a couple of inches. And I showed her, I was like, when she turned around and she was like stunned. She was like, oh my gosh. She said, I'm never doing that again. I said, I'm sure you're not. So I'm going uphill again, but thankfully it's not as bad as when I was coming up the other direction from the car. I'm still a little winded. I really didn't take much of a rest over there at the stone. I should have took a new picture there at the stone. And I'm not always a big selfie guy, so you know. But some days I just want to take a whole bunch of them, so just in case there's a pose or something I didn't like or whatever, the lighting, anything, an expression, I have multiples, so I would do that, but lately I haven't been too much of that. This is something that I find intriguing, or you know, kind of awesome, that I don't usually see every day. Then I'll get a picture of it on myself with the picture. Woodpecker holes, look at that. Cool. That's interesting that they did those pecker holes way down there. Usually they're much higher on the trees. So it may not be a woodpecker, it might be another type of bird that stays temporarily lower to the ground. Because as I learned when I went to Landis Valley, I know it's Landis something park or whatever, and they have a nice 1.3 mile trail there. It has a little challenges section, has a section or two like this where it's pretty uphill and a little, I would say moderate. It's a moderate, rated moderate, so when you're going up to those sections of that trail. Landis Woods. It's over there near Nessville, Pennsylvania, so, which is just north of Lancaster City. We actually passed it on our way here, but like I said today, I don't intend on wanting to go to two other places, like I said, that are close by here. So one of them I'm not going to do today because, like I said, it's not that I can't do it. I just don't want to wear myself out too much. I got other stuff going on later this evening. And as I just saw, even though this is not hunting season, you might want to take care sometimes when you're in game lands. But like I said, this is not hunting season right now. So, but normally you would be required to wear some type of orange, like a hat or a jacket or something with orange, bright orange, neon orange, so that you won't be confused for, like with me, I'm wearing a black hat and a black jacket right now. Won't be confused for a bear or something. Although, from my understanding, bears don't usually come, well, and I'm saying that, don't usually come this far south. They usually stay up closer above I-81, where I-81 them to. So, yeah. Said they usually don't come this far south, but you never know. And normally they'd be hibernating, but guess what? It's closer to spring now, so they should be active again. Probably gonna start looking for food after losing all that fat and taking care of their kids. Now, a few years ago, we had an encounter in Lancaster City, not too far from where I work at the college where I work at. It was a relatively young one. I think they said when they finally captured it, they had the Game Commission people come out and weigh it and tag it and do all that fancy smashy stuff. And he only weighed about 130 pounds. He was a young one. Must have got lost or separated from his parents or whatever, and ventured a little too far south. And it was such big hoopla because we don't see bears in the city over there, as we say. It's a small city. It reminds me more of a town, but it's a small city. We have about 70,000 people now, so somewhere in that neighborhood. Don't know because they haven't given the numbers from the census, last year's census, yes. I'd say we're closer to 70 maybe. 70,000 now. Up from when I came 27 years ago, it was somewhere around 50,000 maybe. Maybe. They were saying it was closer to 40 maybe, 45. Our little city is growing so much and trying to make this a name for itself. Yeah, I knew it wasn't at this entrance, but there's the this would be considered the main part of the main trail. This will be the main part of the loop, and then you follow that and it will bring you up. Like I said, there was it's like a shortcut loop that brings you to the other entrance where I was at earlier, with the, I call it the chair rock or whatever. And but we've done that the whole blue trail, other than that section, the shortcut, shall I say. We did the outer part of the loop, and it brings you back to the other parking lot a little further north of here. The main, as I call it. So they have several parking lots off to the side of the game lands around here where you can park to come hiking. I don't think you can come mountain biking here, but you never know. I don't recall if I've seen any bikes on this trail yet, but I could be wrong. It'd be a little bit really rocky in some places, but that would make it a challenge for them as well. But a rough ride in some respects too. So, like I said, I'm making my way back to the car, and then hopefully, like some of the other YouTubers say, sometimes you don't always find what you're looking for. In this case, I didn't again. Like I said, I was a little bit disappointed, but I kind of figured he posted it on Monday. It is now Wednesday. I didn't think it would probably be here yet, because the fact that when he posted that video, he said it was February 8th that he put that his little cache in there, his sticker, his channel sticker. He put that in on February 8th, and but he just didn't post it till March 8th, I guess it was just the other day, March 8th. So it might have been even before February 8th. But I got to look at the video again and see when did exactly he said it was on the video, what date it was on that video, to confirm it, because even though we had a lot of snow, but apparently when he came, the snow was already beginning to melt. So, oh no, he said it was closer to like maybe February 28th. So that was just the last day of the month. So that was just only a few weeks ago. But with the meltdown happening and stuff, and like I said, he said the day he put it, it was already in the 40s. But then since then, I know the weather dropped a lot on and off and stuff. So no luck. But like I said, it was still fun. It was still fun to come and do this. Now I would like to do more of this, because this is a huge trail. And like I said, I know this from here, you can connect over to Middle Creek Wildlife Preserve, or whatever it's called. Because the Horseshoe Trail continues up that way, in that direction, and eventually takes you up toward Harrisburg. So we're getting ever closer to the car and ever closer to the properties here. So, like other people say, and as the Wandering Woodsman said too, please be respectful when you're going through bordering property or going in between properties like this, because technically, well, this would have been considered private property at one time, but because the trail comes through here now, I believe that you usually have so many feet beyond the side of the trail. I think it's up to 3 feet, if I remember correctly. On either side of the trail is their property. It would be technically the boundaries. So you want to stay on trail as much as possible and avoid going into their private property there. Oh, ouch, misstep there. It was a shock to my back a little bit because of the way my foot skipped. I'm going to road less traveled there, but oh my gosh, it's mucky. Some parts are pretty mucky still. It's interesting because I'm seeing my own footprints since I was just through here earlier, so see, I can see my footprint there. Sure, in time more people will be heading through here. And again, like, this property line is pretty well defined here with their fence, so you don't have to worry too much about that. But like up there where that one house up there, you don't want to trespass too much beyond the trail. Well, that is kind of cool. Look at that. I don't drink other than water and stuff. But if you're that type, that's kind of cool because he has a nice little bar there set up. And it's right here, right off the trail, so I'm sure they toast a lot of people coming through. Whoa. So we're coming back to the beginning of the trail here. Now this is also, as you can see, if you follow down that way on that telephone pole, that would be the Conestoga Trail, I believe. And I didn't realize that it came up this far north. Wow. And then I don't see, oh yeah, okay. See, right across the road over there is the part of the Horseshoe Trail here. So, and over here is this wildlife preserve. See, right here is there's a arrow telling you to continue down this little road where I'm parked at. But this back here is Hammer Creek, and right in there somewhere along there is a trail, and it's not the Conestoga one. It's Conestoga's here, and then you cross over to the other side and continue down the other side of the road till when it goes back on into the woods again. That's private property right there, as is that. And I am parked in my other vehicle over here, so car coming. So I'm gonna end this one. Actually, I'm gonna end it right in front of the sign here. Even though I kind of began it here, so I'm gonna see if I can get both of them. So you can see the angle here. And like I always say, go and create your own adventure.